I just happen to come up hard. I just come from the poet's part. Legal or illegal, baby, I never bright like city life. I gotta make it. It's a big rich town.
Fake love, I don't need it, you can keep it, that's a fact. I had to make up my mind. I took that weight on my shoulders. I done been down with
Kanye West. So word in these social media streets, you guys, and these are rumors and all allegations because I have no proof. But word in these social media streets is that Kim Kardashian only got with Kanye West because her family was drowning in debt and they needed some fresh money. Because y'all remember early on in the video when I had told y'all that the Kardashians was broke and that Kim Kardashian have been doing strange things for pieces of change along with Diddy, and that her face had been caught on some of those cameras that was pulled out of Diddy's house when his homes in LA and Miami were raided. That is why Kim Kardashian has been working alongside Diddy and Lou Taylor, you guys, in order to try to put certain artists into conservatorships so that they can all have access to those artists' estates, just like Britney Spears. They tried to do it to Kanye West. However, he saw the play before they were able to fully put it into fruition. And unfortunately for Britney Spears, she didn't see them coming. This should all really be illegal.
Ye's recent statements on social media have been called bizarre. But if they were true, is it possible that Kim is trying to get her ex-husband to behave weird to justify a conservatorship with Lou Taylor? When Kim and Chris flew to Wyoming with a doctor to get him under another involuntary psychiatric hold, was it an attempt from Kim to get a hold of Kanye's money and custody of their kids? Most importantly, was all of this another devious plan orchestrated by Kim, Chris, and Lou Taylor to control Kanye?
As fans are becoming increasingly worried for Britney Spears' safety, Kanye West is speaking out on how Hollywood handlers destroyed Britney with lithium. Kanye himself was put on lithium following his 2016 hospitalization, but he claimed the dose they gave him was much stronger than he needed. And this is exactly what Britney said during her conservatorship hearing, when she revealed her team forced her to take a high dose of lithium just because she refused to do a dance move.
My therapist sat me down in a room and said he had a million phone calls about how I was not cooperating in rehearsals and I haven't been taking my medication. All of this was false. He immediately the next day put me on lithium out of nowhere.
And drugged. Ye added a screenshot of text exchanges
between him and his former trainer, Pasternak, where the latter threatened to institutionalize the rapper if the two can't have a proper conversation.
The text message read, "I'm going to help you one of a couple ways. First, you and I sit down and have a loving and open conversation, but you don't use cuss words, and everything that is discussed is based in fact and not some crazy stuff that dumb friend of yours told you or you saw in a tweet. Second option, I have you institutionalized again where they medicate the crap out of you and you go back to zombie land forever. Play date with the kids just won't be the same."
Britney says she was forced into a mental facility and thought they were going to try to kill her. Now, this is where things get a little spooky. Had Britney actually died, Jamie Lynn would have had total control over all of those assets since she was made Britney's trustee. The timeline of the whole thing certainly smells a little fishy.
Britney Spears was basically heavily controlled for 10 years, you guys, and put on a variety of medications, including lithium. Basically, you can't come back from that when put on lithium. Basically, they just melted her brain. And the Britney Spears we all knew and loved is gone forever. They put Britney Spears on lithium and left her alone to rot because look at her teeth, you guys. When Britney Spears was on the strongest cocktail of psychological medications for years, including lithium. And the Britney Spears we all knew and loved is gone. The lithium took her away. If you were to do a brain scan of her brain, you guys, there would be nothing there. And I feel it is a great tragedy, and I feel so bad for Britney Spears, you guys, because it's like she never asked for this. She was plotted on. All she really needed was a vacation, and Lou Taylor took her to hell.
Asked them, how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly? It took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here and it would have been, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music, though.
Well, they would have Britney Spears too. I mean, look at
they would have Michael Jackson.
Did Britney, when she went in, she was tired, she was exhausted, she was in a bad way, but 10 years of that medication wrecked her brain. You can see it now. You can see there's not much of her left.
Yeah, and you know what? They're right about Britney Spears, because taking one look at her Instagram, you can kind of see that there's definitely something off with her. I mean, this isn't the Britney Spears that I grew up with.
And all anybody really wants is retribution for Britney Spears, because that was a messed up position to put her in, to actually like psych her out on psychological meds and have her in some type of institution where she's being took from her kids. She's missing time with her children. Like, Lou Taylor really came in and sabotaged this girl's life, and that is scary to know. That's all someone needs to do, is to tell someone else that you're unstable. That because you're a celebrity and you're having a mental episode in public, that they are deeming you unfit to be around your children, to be in control of yourself or the estate that you worked so hard for, the legacy that you built. And just as a fan of Britney Spears, y'all, it just makes me so mad that they really took advantage of her like this, because everybody needs to be held accountable. Britney Spears needs to sue everybody involved, because how they just left us a shell of the Britney Spears we once knew and loved and still love to this day, and they just get away with it when they got all this proof right here in their face talking about some allegedly. But let me put y'all up on game on why Britney Spears is the tip of the iceberg on why Kim Kardashian had unfollowed Diddy one day before his houses got raided in LA and Miami.
But let me tell y'all why Kim Kardashian stopped following Diddy. Oh, this is so good. There is allegedly a secret video footage that has released of Kris Jenner and Diddy's house. 24 hours before the raid, Kim Kardashian decides to unfollow Diddy, right? Well, come to find out, this person by the name of Lou Taylor is apparently Diddy's manager. And this Lou Taylor is also on the board of Hillsong Church Home. Follow me, go with me. They are doing all of this, y'all, in the name of the Lord.
It's important to note that Justin is a member of the Christian church Church'em, whose CEO is Lou Taylor herself.
He was previously associated with Hillsong and was close to Carl Lentz, the head pastor of the church's New York branch. When the two had a falling out in 2018, Justin transferred to Church'em soon after.
So Lou Taylor's ties to the church and her history of exploiting celebrities through conservatorships paint a grim picture of greed and manipulation. Kris Jenner's involvement in a controversial church allegedly used to funnel money from wild parties, and even allegedly recruited vulnerable girls for these crazy activities.
Lou Taylor apparently is paying off, allegedly, some of Diddy's victims from the slush fund through some church fund.
Kim and her manager, Kris Jenner, set up a fake church using trusteeship to control the lives of other celebrities and profit from the downfall of other celebrities.
Kim Kardashian mama has been making these girls pay 10% tithes to some church that Lou Taylor and her husband is basically owner, co-owner, or whatever. So I was like, let me look into this Lou Taylor person. I'm thinking Lou Taylor was a guy who was a woman with a husband, a whole husband.
Additionally, it should be noted that Taylor's husband is a pastor for the Brentwood branch of Calvary Chapel.
Now, mind you, y'all remember the whole thing with Britney Spears? Now, Lou Associates maintain intense control also over Britney Spears' life and money. And she was behind why Britney Spears had that conservatorship, because she ended up becoming the business manager and took over the financial pieces of Britney Spears' whole situation,
giving full control of Britney's estate to her father while her businesses were managed by Taylor.
In 2001, the Britney Spears Foundation launched and it was closed out with part of the remaining funds being donated to a Christian residential program that Lou and her husband Rob worked with.
After Britney's conservatorship was set, the Britney Spears Foundation donated $42,000 to Mercy Ministries. Suspicious financial history. The church partnered with Mercy Ministries, a controversial charity with an anti-LGBTQ stance that abuses and manipulates its residents through conversion therapy. And another thing about Calvary Chapel is that it was also co-founded by Kris Jenner. Connect the dots together and the bigger picture shows itself.
Kim and her manager, Kris Jenner, set up a fake church using trusteeship to control the lives of other celebrities and profit from the downfall of other celebrities.
What happened with Britney
Spears, that she was this masterful manager who has been managing all of these high-end stars.
That, some say, is the real source of the Kardashians' billions, not the business they keep pushing.
Trying to run this conservatorship with these artists, which to me is demonic work from the enemy. So the Kardashians is linked to this lady because, mind you, there was no public connections until 2019 with the Kardashian family.
So when Kim Kardashian had divorced Kanye West, you guys, fans fans and supporters were able to dig through the public records, and that's how fans found out
that Lou Taylor is the person in control of Kim Kardashian's trust.
Then all of a sudden, they was named in filings in the KKW Beauty fragrance for Kim Kardashian.
And Page 6 had uncovered documents that stated that Lou Taylor was the service of process, which basically means that she's the person to receive legal documents on the person's LLC, and that this has still been happening up until today, you guys. She got the whole family, y'all. She got Kendall Jenner. She has the Kardashian Jenner Family Foundation Incorporated. She has Kim Kardashian's KKW fragrance, Kim's A Princess, and Kylie Jenner's cosmetics giant King Kylie, and Travis Scott's Cactus Jack. And then 2 weeks after Britney Spears' bombshell court testimony, you guys, Kylie and Kim's companies filed new statements of information to change their service of processor from Lou Taylor to someone else, y'all. And don't that give guilty? Ain't it giving guilty? But fans don't believe that Kim did that because she stabbed Britney Spears in the back, because it's still showing on court documents that Lou Taylor is still in control of Kim's trust fund. Diddy and Lou Taylor are both connected to the Live Nation crew. They seem to be the most prolific corporation in the music industry that protects abusers. Diddy and Lou Taylor are both tied to a Christian doctrine that champions the prosperity gospel and fetishizes proximity to celebrities, the example being church.